You better get tough. You better get tough. You better get tough. You better get
It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. Kicking off the show tonight, we heard Aftershock with Burning Chrome, a Cleveland/Pittsburgh band, and then we just heard a Cleveland band, Breaker, with Get Tough, and a guy who's going to be getting tough next Saturday, enforcing mob rules. That's my right. Good friend and partner, Chris Aiken. What's going on there, Chris?
Don't fuck with me, anybody. I'm now a mob enforcer. Don't fuck with me.
You are now a sergeant at arms.
That's right. I'm part of a crew.
Now you're a soldier.
That's right. I'm a member of the Columbos.
Very good. Well, I thought I'd play a couple of Cleveland-esque bands there because next Saturday, you and I are going to be in Cleveland together.
That's right. How about that?
Yeah. So I thought, what better way to let the fans down knowing there won't be a live show next Saturday?
No, there will not be a live show. I hope there's an alive Chris at the end of next Saturday.
Sure, absolutely. But Chris and I are going to convene in Lorraine to I'll let you do the announcement since it's your big deal, and I'm just gonna be in the background.
You're gonna be in the crowd, so you're gonna be one of those guys just kind of hovering around. Yeah, no, we're I did an interview on what show? Seth Williams show with Michael Franzese, the former member of the Colombo family. And he liked the interview a lot, and he liked me a lot, and he asked me if I would come on Saturday to be a member of his security team, be a part of his crew, so to speak.
Sure.
To which I absolutely could not say yes fast enough to. And so on Saturday, I will be out at the, the Lorraine
Theater?
Palace Theater, I think. Lorraine something theater.
Okay.
It's in Lorraine for the Michael Franzese, a mob story talk. So it's Saturday at the Lorraine, I think it's the Lorraine Palace Theater, but it might be public. But it's going to be a talk with Michael Franzese about all things mob and mafia related, and then a meet and greet after. So it's going to be great.
Right. So I thought, I haven't been in the area since September of last year, and the weather's getting nice, and this is kind of a one-off thing. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to just hop in the old SS and motor on over there, and also partake in this evening of mobsterisms.
Yeah, absolutely. It is the Lorraine Palace Theater.
Okay. And this is what I hope. I know we have a few folks who live in the Cleveland area. I would like to think that maybe some of you would come out as well.
Yeah, I'd like to see some. I'd like to hear some Hail and Kills and some see some CMS shirts out there.
Sure, absolutely. So I'm going to be there. Chris is going to be there. It's at the Lorraine Palace Theater next Saturday. And
yes.
if you live in the Akron, Cleveland, Youngstown area, and you want to make the drive out, we'd like to see some CMS support for the mob.
That's right.
So that's where we'll be next Saturday.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. And tickets are pretty reasonable. You can get a ticket for like $40. And, where else are you going to see a real life mobster that got, other than Sammy the Bull, he's probably the most famous mobster that got out of the mob, no?
Yeah, that's he literally dodged a bullet. His own father put a hit out on him.
Yeah, well, let's not get any hits started again. Let's not I got to be my man's right-hand man walking to and from the stage. Let's not have any bullets flying.
Right. So you won't catch a grenade for him as your friend. What's his name?
Who?
That band you like, that what is his name? They performed at the Super Bowl. What the hell was in it? I'll catch a grenade for you.
Oh, Bruno Mars.
That's him. You're not going to be his Bruno Mars and catch a grenade for him?
Well, I would hope I'm tougher than Bruno Mars.
Catching a bullet.
I ain't gonna lie, I would step in if I had to.
Right.
I'm not taking it as honorary. I'm taking it as if somebody jumps up on stage, I am gonna fucking go to work.
Yeah.
But you know, I hope I don't have to. I hope I get to just sit like everybody else and enjoy the show and
Take it all in.
Take it all in. Hear some great mob stories, and get some cool pictures with a real life gangster.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Wonder if I should wear my Al Capone Panama hat.
Believe it or not, that's the whole thing I've been thinking about is, do I just wear what I normally wear? They haven't told me anything yet.
Right.
Or, you know, I do have one of those big old Johnny Cakes fucking tracksuits that I could wear. I have one in the closet somewhere. I don't know if God knows if it still fit me or not, but
right.
But I could go buy one too, you know.
Right.
The fat guy stores are open all week, I'm sure. And Lord knows they sell sweats.
Yeah,
so
you could look like Polly Walnuts.
Yeah, exactly.
wearing your tracksuit or big pussy.
Yeah. I don't really want to wear a full suit because that'll just be way too hot and uncomfortable.
Right.
But I could definitely go tracksuit.
Right.
So I'm waiting to hear if I have to do that or if I could just show up as is, and you know, that would be good.
Right. All right, so that's what's happening here now. Now the thing is being that we're Sal's babysitter every Saturday, he's going to have to find something to do.
Yeah, well, when he starts complaining that he can't hear the show, you know, at least at least there'll be a reason.
every single week. How do I hear the show? How do I hear the show? I don't know. It's been the same for the last 5 years.
Yeah, it's not working for me. Well, we're telling you now, Sal, it's not going to work next week. There will be nothing to hear.
There will be nothing to listen to, Sal. No. You'll have to sit alone in your apartment and stare at a blank wall and go, God damn it, I can't wait till those guys come back to the air.
Right. Oh, he'll be texting you the whole time. What did he say now? What did he say now?
Can you live stream from the show?
Yeah.
How do I get the live stream?
Yeah.
How do I hear it?
That link you sent isn't working.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I booked my suite at the Sheraton in Cuyahoga Falls.
All right, wow, that's a pretty good drive from Lorain.
Yeah, well, you know what? I gotta see a few folks around town, visit with my dad. I gotta, you know, potentially see my sister and Officer Jim if they behave themselves. I'll see young CMS Mikey.
Not so young anymore.
Yeah, well, he's going to always be younger than us.
Yeah, true.
So see him and, you know, whoever else pops in on my radar.
There you go.
You know, but if not, I'll just be hanging out at the bar and just fucking with people.
There you go. Perfect.
Because I had a good time doing that last time.
That's right.
Yeah, so you throw a few dollars around to the bar staff and they'll treat you like a king. So it's a lot of fun. So that's what's going on next Saturday. So heads up, folks.
Yeah, no show.
Yeah, no show. Damn it. Why do those guys have to take a week off?
Sons of bitches.
Jesus Christ, son of a bitch. Well, I had an eventful day today.
Okay.
I had a few things to do since I was traveling. I thought, well, I need to take my car in. I got the oil change today. I thought, well, you know, I'm going to be rolling, you know, about 800 miles round trip.
Sure.
So I thought, you know, I better get the alignment checked, get the tires balanced. You know,
right.
I haven't been in the shop since last summer to get that stuff done. So I thought, well, I'll get my tires balanced and get an alignment check and get all that squared away. So I'll have a smooth ride across the Ohio Turnpike.
Nice.
So I get to the tire shop and the guy says, well, we can balance your tires, but we can't do an alignment. I said, after 4 years, you still haven't gotten alignment tech. He goes, nobody's applied for the job.
Jeez.
So this is just telling of, you know, people in the industry as far as like hands-on type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The younger people, they don't want to do a hands-on type job these days anymore.
They all want a DoorDash.
Yeah, well, they want a DoorDash or they want to work something on the computer, but they don't want to like have to you know, work machinery or equipment or anything or get your hands dirty.
That's right.
And because literally it's been 4 years since they've had a alignment tech at this place.
Jeez. There's nowhere else you could go?
Oh, I could go. It's just I always hoped that they would have one because you know, they got good service there. It's a tire barn. You know, they've got good service, you know, and
right.
I've always had good luck with them. You know, they've always been pretty prompt, get the job done right, and so on and so forth. But you know, I guess I'll have to go somewhere else if I want to get you know, an alignment check on the car, which doesn't matter at this point now.
Right.
Because after I got the alignment check, I went on down the street to the Chevy dealer and I pre-ordered my 2024 Camaro SS.
Nice. When do you get it?
Well, they don't start production till the 2nd or 3rd week of August.
Okay.
And they don't, but they're taking pre-orders. And so I sat with a salesman today and, you know, basically spec'd out my car.
Okay.
And he's got it all put into the computer. And then once I think he said the 2nd week in August, they'll call me back in just to verify that the features that they claim that they can offer you are going to be available.
Right.
So I'll have to go in and go in there and order, you know, plunk down the money and trade in the 18 for the 24. And you know, we'll probably be rolling by September sometime, I'm sure.
Look at that.
End of September, maybe the first part of October. I don't know how long it'll take, but you know, they, like I said, they don't start production till the end of August. So
what you're saying is the next time you'll be this way is in September, October to show off that car.
Yeah, of course. Ride in style.
That's right.
Yeah, but I had to get the last year because this is it. Yep, this is the final year. Yeah, you know what? What's proper money? That's the whole thing. What's proper money? I mean, if you don't have the skill set, you know, you're not going to go to work. It's just.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but an alignment it's a machine.
It's a machine. Yeah,
it's a machine. You put those little weights in the spots to even it out, right?
No, that's balancing your time.
Okay.
The alignment check is where they check the wheels.
Oh yeah, the wheels versus the steering.
You know, and you know, the thing is, it's you have to be a tech to do that. You have to go to school for it, and you got to have, you know, a skill set for it and learn how to work the alignment machine, you know. But
AI will replace people at that and shortly. So
yeah. So anyway, yeah, just, you know, skilled labor these days is, you know, I still see a lot of help wanted signs all over the place.
Yeah.
Where did the workforce go? What do these people live on?
I don't know. I have no idea.
What there's people who quote unquote are out of work or quote unquote looking for a job.
Right.
What are they living on? I just don't understand that. What do you subsist on? Where do you get your money? Is the
mom and dad?
Is the government still paying out, you know, large chunks of change or
no?
I don't know.
Mom and dad.
I couldn't live like that.
Well, they have no pride. They have no pride to get their own money, so they live off mom and dad.
Yeah, it's bizarre, man. I just don't get it. So, but anyway, that's what happened. And then after I ordered my new car, then I thought, well, you know, it's a nice day. I'm feeling pretty good about things, so I'm gonna go have some lunch.
Okay.
So I decided I went up to the Quaker Steak and Lube because I literally haven't been there since I probably haven't been there since I'm gonna guess January, maybe February.
All right.
Been a while, so I thought I'd go take a ride up there, and well, they had a new bartender there.
Okay. Oh boy.
Her name was Stephanie.
All right.
Very attractive 25-year-old.
Nice.
And very friendly, just very bubbly and very right on it.
Okay.
She was a people pleaser, as she says.
Nice.
And we got to chit-chatting and stuff. Just a very friendly girl. So I told her I would talk about her and say hello to Stephanie at the Quaker Steak and Lube.
Not the first time a Stephanie's been mentioned on this show.
True. But yeah, she was a lot of fun. Very, very talkative, very friendly. So and like I said, she was a good server too. So she was right on it the whole time. So it was nice to actually have competent help for a change,
Right.
and somebody who was actually very cheerful.
Right.
Yeah, that's me dating geezers of 25.
That's right, them old ladies.
So that was just kind of funny. But yeah, she was a bright spot in the day. So it's been a good day.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's been a good day today.
Well, that's fun.
And then I got contacted by our good friend Jim Bob, and he is going to slide in here sometime this evening. And I set up a I set up the laptop and a camera for him over on the CMS couch.
Okay.
So when he slides in, I'll just log him in and get him on camera, and we'll find out what's on his mind. But he's doing some musical stuff that people can participate in.
All right.
And he wants people to know about it. And I said, yeah, you're welcome to swing on by, as if you know who Jim Bob is. He used to be Jim Bob Dorff of Metal Sludge fame.
That's right.
And he does acoustic shows. He actually kind of debuted his acoustic chops here on the show.
That's right.
And he actually performed live here a couple of times. In fact, he brought Russ Dorff here to the CMS studio, which
An all-timer.
That was an all-timer. And he actually brought Russ Dorff here to the CMS studio, and we had a great time with that show. That was just a lot of fun.
Yeah, that is a definite all-time silliness one.
Yeah, absolutely. So he'll be swinging by sometime this evening, and we'll see what's on his mind. He goes, I promise I won't take up a lot of time. I'm just going to sit in for a little bit, and I say, hey, dude, hang out if you want. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, we got 6 hours. As far as I'm concerned, I'll sit back and listen to him sing for 6 hours.
Right.
I'm fine.
I don't know if he'll perform tonight or not. He didn't really make it clear. But I told him he could come on over and promote his stuff and bring us up to date with what he's doing, and because apparently he's branched out with his musical abilities, as it were, and
All right.
and he plays a lot of classic metal type stuff, Joe Lynn Turner stuff.
With or without the wig?
Well, I think he's got his own hair, so.
All right.
I don't think he needs a wig. Jim Bob's got good hair, I think.
Oh, maybe he puts on one of those hair hider things.
Oh, yeah. He puts on a skull cap.
Puts on a skull cap so he can do Stone Cold or something.
Of course. Of course. Yeah, he's got to play the part. But yeah, so he'll be swinging on by. I don't know exactly when, maybe in the second hour, not sure. But, I told him he was welcome to swing in and chit-chat with us for a little bit.
That's cool. Works for me.
Yeah. So that's what's been going on with me. Just enjoying a Saturday for a change, and getting out of the house and enjoying some weather and feeling motivated to do something and spend some money.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. That's fun.
So what's up in the world of Chris Aiken, aside from the fact that you're now a mob enforcer?
Well, it's just been one of them weeks, man. It's been a up and down week. A lot of ups, couple of downs. Obviously the Michael Franzese thing was the biggest up. That was so fun to talk to him and just asking him questions about the mob. You know how I am about that stuff, dude. I live for that. And to have him on, and he stayed on with us for a long time. He came on early. He was supposed to come on at like 5:30 or something, or 4:30, and instead he came on at like 4:15 and stayed for like 45 minutes, which was great. He stayed right up until he had to he had to leave because he had to go record I guess he records his podcast somewhere.
Right.
And he had to leave. So, but he stayed right up until he had to go. And that was pretty cool. That was a lot of fun with him. And then I also had the chance to interview David Lowy this week. You know, the billionaire of the Dead Daisies.
Right. The founding member.
Yeah. And you know, he was great as well. He took on every question. I did ask him a bunch of the questions about, you know, specifically about is he just a financier and are these guys just his toy, or is he a band, or what, you know, what is it? And he explained all that, and he dodged a few, but that's okay. I mean, he's a business guy, so I knew he wasn't going to answer everything, but he was great. He was a lot of fun. So he was fun. And then of course this morning we had the big hookup with Nita Strauss, who blew us off.
Don't you hate that?
Oh, I was mad.
How many times has that happened where we've tried to do a special thing with somebody and at a certain time, and then they just either forgot or didn't get the message or whatever the case may be. It just like didn't happen. And well, can we reschedule? It's like, no.
Yeah, I mean, I'll reschedule.
Yeah, I know, but it won't be like you're not going to do the mistake of it's going to be a live thing. It's going to special broadcast. It's like, yeah, I'll interview you.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I had Eric up at the fucking middle of the morning to do it because Eric was doing it with me. And,
right.
You know, of course, he was up at 9 o'clock in the morning, or ready to go at 9 o'clock. So he's probably up about 7, you know, on a Saturday to get this shit done. And it got to be, you know, 12:30 here, 12:35 here. I texted the publicist. I get back something very last second came up.
I'm sure it did. And you're just now telling me because I had to ask?
You know what that last second thing was? I forgot or I overslept.
Yeah, well, of course. I mean, that's what publicists do. They make up those excuses for people.
Yeah, which is whatever. I mean, that's fine. But you set the date. That's the part that bugged me.
Right.
Because I didn't set the date and the time. They set the date and the time.
Right.
And that's why I wanted to make it a live thing, was because it was off, you know, and it was something that we could do special for the fans and whatnot. And no. And then to make it even worse, so then Eric and I tried we were just gonna go live and just kind of fuck with it a little bit.
Sure.
You know, just be silly for a half hour or something. And then as soon as we went live, Eric's internet went right to shit. So it was literally like 2 minutes, and then finally I was like, you know what, fuck this. I'm done. Goodbye. Over.
Yep. I get you. Like, well, you know, even the best laid plans have been known to go astray, as the old saying goes.
Yeah, but other than that, it was a fun week. You know, it was a fun week just of doing show after show after show, and this whole Michael Franzese thing was pretty wild. And you know, the thing with Lowy was, after I finished the interview with Lowy, his guy at IBD, which is the management group, put out a really nice thing on Facebook about me, about, you know, that I was their only choice to interview Lowy with all this news and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, and they wanted the best guy for the interview. It was like a whole thing. And I was just like, wow, that's pretty nice.
Kind words.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You know, but, and then, I thought about it for a bit, and I was like, Lowy is do you think Lowy could get on like Rogan? I think he could.
Oh, I think he could.
Because he's a fucking billionaire.
Yeah, sure.
He's a billionaire. He works with guys that have been in big bands. You know, Whitesnake, Motley Crue, Dio. You know, Glenn Hughes is in the Hall of Fame. Deep Purple. You know, I was like, man, this guy could probably get on Rogan. But they chose me.
Yeah.
They chose me over Joe Rogan. That's the way I'm looking at it.
Did you ask him, so what's it like working with Glenn Hughes?
No, I did not. But what's funny is at the end of the interview, I did say, you know, he told me that, you know, he said at the end of the interview that he really appreciated the questions. And I said, well, I know you don't want to just do a, hey, what's it like interview. He's like, oh no, definitely not.
Yeah.
He said, I can find that real quick because I put that out there.
Now, what's it like working with Glenn Hughes? Glenn Hughes, what comes to mind? Well, you're still muted.
Am I? I didn't even know that I didn't know that I was muted. I sneezed into the mute button, I guess.
You hit the dump button.
Yeah, I did. I dumped right out of it. Hold on, let me find that.
Nothing worse than having to cough or sneeze and having to mute it.
Yeah, well,
God knows I've had my bouts with the allergies and the sneezing and having to mute that.
Yeah, that just sucks.
Nothing worse than having a runny nose on the air and you're trying to blow your nose.
Right. Yeah, I know it is absolutely the worst when it happens. So, all right, here we go. I got this Lowy thing. Share screen. Face fuck.
Look at that.
There's David Lowy, and here we go. Well, David, thanks so much for taking the time in. This was a lot of fun for me as a fan, and
appreciate it.
It'll be out on Tuesday. I'll make sure that Kat and the management and everybody has all the links.
Great. Your questions were really good. Thanks. I'm never shy to answer any question, and it's not a problem for me.
Well, I'm sure you didn't want to have just you did a new song. What's that like?
Yeah. Of course not.
Excellent.
Right.
Well, yeah, it's fun talking to you as well, my friend, and good luck, man.
Okay.
I love the band.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, David, take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. So there you have it.
Yeah. What's it like?
What's it like question.
Hey, you got a new album out. What's that like?
Yeah. Got new songs. What's that about? Yeah, he was good.
It's been 10 years. Did you ever think you'd make it this far?
No. Yeah. So you're still in that band? What's it called? What comes to mind?
Yeah, the founding member of the Dead Daisies. Who are you and what do you do in the band?
Yeah. Are you still in that band?
I love that. What is the name of the band and where are you from?
Yeah, I mean, people just ask some stupid questions, but he definitely liked it. I mean, that was pretty cool that he actually enjoyed the interview. So
right. Well, good. It sounds like you hit a few home runs this week.
Yeah, had a few wicked strikeouts, but had at least one, the Nita Strauss. That was a fucking oof. That was like going up to bat without a bat.
Yeah,
that was not good. But
and what was she supposedly
promoting?
Yeah,
she has a new album.
Okay.
New album, The Call of the Void, which is a good album. It's actually really, really pretty good. It has singers on it too, which is, I'm not a big fan of instrumental guitar records, but this is I think all but like 3 songs have singers, so they're like actual songs. So we'll get her back. We'll get her back next week, but it'll be pre-recorded.
Well, here's our salute to the best interviewers out there.
You guys have been around for almost 30 years. What comes to mind? The album that you guys just released recently is your 9th album to date. Did you ever think that this day would come? Can you introduce yourself and tell me what you do in the band and how long has the band been around? Who produced this album and what was it like working with them? What was it like to perform on Jimmy Kimmel Live back in October, especially on Halloween? Did you all go trick-or-treating afterwards? Your band has been around for 18 long years. How does this make you feel? How long does it take you to get your hair in the way that you're known to have it?
Your incredible playing style has been described, among other things, as neoclassical metal brilliance. Like we said, you have a latest album out, Spellbound, that Tony and I really are playing into submission. I think we need another copy of it, and we played it so much. It is terrific. Ingve, obviously writing a book is different than playing guitar, but I wanted to ask you, how did you find writing the book? Did it come easy, hard? What was it like writing it?
I wanted to go way back. The first time I ever saw Cinderella play was on the David Lee Roth tour, which I believe started in 1986. Do you have any memories of that tour you could share with us, touring with David Lee Roth? Was he a nice guy? Was he a dick?
Amazing in quotes.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
Just ridiculous. I'm glad I'm not in that category.
Well, you are in that category. You got to interview David Lowy because you're simply the best.
Yeah, well, I am the best. Goddamn. Compared to that, I am definitely the best. I was telling Eric this the other day. That's the only thing I care about is being at the top with the interviews.
Sure, why not?
I don't give a shit if people hate what me and you do, or me and Eric, or me and Seth, or me. I don't care. But I will never accept people saying that I don't do good interviews, because I do. I work at it very hard. I listen back to every stupid interview that I do, and I make sure that, how many times have you and I gone through our own interviews and been like, oh my God, I fucking asked a what's it like question, or
that was like always the most, it was almost like, don't do it. Don't do it. And then it gets out of your mouth and you go, oh, fuck.
If there was video back in the day, there'd be so many videos of me and you just cringing, because it happens. It does happen. You get into the flow of a conversation or whatnot, and they bring up some point that, they played at the Super Bowl or something, and you'll be like, there's 80,000 people there. What was that like? Oh, God damn it. Why did I say that? That's really how it feels is when you say a stupid question, you just are like, son of a bitch.
I can't take that back now.
That's why I'm glad that me and you kind of beat each other up for years over it, because now we don't do it.
Nope.
Now we don't. Even if we start doing it, if we start with, we'll stop. We'll stop. We'll go, how did you get to that point?
Right, of course.
We will pull it back and change direction now, because we do not want to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's what the press, the publicity company said about the Lowy interview. I don't know if you can see this or not. There's no real way for me to blow it up, but I was sitting thinking about the newly revamped The Dead Daisies with the return of the rock and roll mayor, John Corabi. Who is the best person that has the knowledge, the spark, the wit, and the love of music that I can put in front of David Lowy? The man with a seriously well-defined musical pedigree going back to the Ozlands, Doc Neeson's Angel, and Mink. He is, after all, our very own rock and roll industrialist, a la Tony Stark with a guitar-strutting Iron Man. A David Lowy interview just can't go to anybody. The first and only person that came to mind was Chris Aiken of Chris Aiken Presents and the Classic Metal Show. A sincere thank you, Chris, from the IBD group for taking up the challenge. I'm looking forward to the interview. We'll keep you blah, blah, blah. Keep you updated. But that's pretty cool, to get the head of the media group acknowledging me.
Right.
It's like, all right, well, let's find me a Joe Rogan type deal over there at Spotify now.
Exactly. Yeah, rake in that fat cash.
That's right. But very nice of Joel and the IBD group to A, think of me, and B, let me do that. And that was pretty cool. I guess it's the only interview he's doing. So,
well, I mean, again, he's not exactly a household name per se.
No.
And, since this guy doesn't do very many interviews, and, he's kind of a mystery man in a way.
Right.
Got to have somebody who will get the most out of him in the minimalist opportunities that there are.
Mm-hmm.
So
I was glad to participate. That is for sure. Now,
right.
Hopefully when they hear it on Tuesday, they won't be like, oh, this sucks. but they won't. I thought it was a really good, strong interview. So, and I did ask him hard questions. I didn't just go with the dude. You guys are great, man.
You didn't come from the fanboy perspective.
No, not at all. I definitely hit him. I hit him with some, I mean, one of the things I said to him is I know you've heard this all before, but a lot of people just say that the dead daisies are your toy.
Right.
Is that true? Is that true or not? And he answered that, and I asked him some good questions. So asked him about Gene Simmons, if Gene Simmons treated him as a business equal or as a flunky opening band. He answered that. So he was good. He was really a lot of fun.
Right. Well, speaking of interviews, I caught the second half of the Mick Brown interview with Rim Shots.
Okay.
And watched that, and it was it was close to about 30 minutes.
All right.
30-minute interview, and after he was done with the interview, nobody's heard from Mick for close to 5 years.
Right.
And he surfaced on this podcast called Rim Shots, and the second part of the interview came out, I believe it was yesterday, and I was watching that this morning, and he basically was like, yeah, and I'll probably never do this ever again.
Oh, good. If he wants to be retired, why not? What is he, 70?
No, he's getting close. I think he's 68.
Yeah, so he doesn't need to do it anymore.
No, but it was good that he was able to get out there and bring people up to date, because I mean, when he pulled the plug, Yeah. He pulled his social media down. He changed his phone numbers. He changed his email. He just pulled the plug, from everybody.
He said, "I'm done, goddammit."
And that's basically what he said in the second half of the interview too, is he goes, "I'm retired. I'm done. I'm out of it. I'm an outsider now." He says, and I have no desire to, he goes, "I don't ever care if I hold another pair of drumsticks ever again in my life."
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
somebody say 66.
Okay.
Still, that's retirement age.
Yeah, sure. So there you are. So yeah, I watched that this morning just to see the conclusion, the exciting conclusion. But he looks healthy. Looks, he's a nutty, high energy guy that he always is. He doesn't look any worse for wear. And apparently he's enjoying his retirement. So good for Mick Brown.
Did he say what he does all day, or did he just say
he just rides his motorcycle and hangs out?
Soap opera guy,
I guess. Plays video games,
right?
Plays video games, rides his motorcycle, meets up with his friends at the local watering hole, I guess, and whatever. He does whatever he wants to, I guess.
Right.
So
hangs out, smokes pot, has a good time.
Probably. So I've had many years of hanging out with Mick Brown. He's always been very kind to me, and so Mick joins from that's a good one. So Mick, you're joining Sturt from playing drums for 40 years. What comes to mind? Ow, ow, ow,
ouch,
ow. That's what comes to mind. Ow.
That's
ow.
it.
What comes to mind? So weird. Here's another this is kind of off the subject, but a term that I've been hearing for the last year. Have you heard people using the phrase top of mind?
Top of mind. I've heard it, but
it's just like, that's such a weird phrase, isn't it? Well, he was top of mind.
Yeah, was he? Good. Glad to hear it.
That just brought what comes to mind. Oh, well, the reason he said that was because they were top of mind.
Yeah, sure they were.
That's like, what?
Like right here?
It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
It is dumb.
Well, I'm very envious of your successes this week and being able to kind of rub shoulders with some, pretty influential, notorious people.
Yeah, my first billionaire and probably my second billionaire in the same week. Because I'd imagine at one time Franzese made $1 billion.
Maybe.
I know he did for the mob. I don't know how
Right.
much of it he got to keep himself, but but he at least generated $1 billion. So
Oh, you did talk to another billionaire, or one who probably generated $1 billion. Was that Freeway
Rick
Rick
Ross,
Ross? Yeah,
that's true.
yeah.
I'm just me, Donald Trump, Freeway Rick Ross, all us wealthy guys.
That's billionaires.
Yeah, all us well-to-do people.
Yeah, we don't have time for the little folk.
No, Freeway Rick Ross, Chris Aiken.
Yeah, whenever I think of them, you're always top of mind.
Yeah, I'm top of mind, exactly. When I think of billionaires, Chris Aiken is top of mind. Usually.
Right, exactly. Sure. Goofballs.
Too funny.
Goofballs.
Yep.
So, anyway, what else is going on in the Chris Aiken world? Is that about it?
That's really it. I mean, the rest of the week was all just worky work, like actual worky work. Getting things done, trying to get 3 jobs that I have done, clearing the decks, because I know I got your job coming here in the next week or so as well.
Yep.
So
next couple of weeks. Yep.
yeah. So I'm trying to push everything out so that I can get a clear slate for your thing, and then had a bunch of meetings with different people this week that I'm trying to get things off the ground with Corey, with Billy, with all these different things that I have kind of working. We're trying to get everything moving again. So everything took a lull for a little while because of my stupid ass shoulder, but
Right.
now that I'm a good 40%, it's like time to get back to work.
So bring us up to date with that. We really haven't talked about that much. So what are you doing for that or with that?
For the shoulder?
Yeah. Is there any, did you see a specialist?
I've seen a specialist. They don't know what it is. There's they think it's some sort of nerve damage, and I'm waiting on yet another appointment to be made. And they keep saying there's no appointments till like August. So
Really?
I'm sitting around waiting for a fucking appointment. And yeah, I'm just dealing with it at this point. At this point, I get up, I work as much as I can, then I go and lay down and work on the laptop on the bed and just work. I can't just not work.
Right, of course.
So I just deal with it, and I don't say a whole lot about it anymore. It's just, it is what it is. And
what's the pain level these days? I know
less than it was.
Well, I would imagine. There were a few times where you couldn't even make it through an hour or two of the show, and you had to call it at night.
Yeah, it's the weirdest. Like right now, there's no pain, and I've got my arm on this little arm support thing, so that there's no pressure on my shoulder.
Right.
And it'll be fine, for most of the show. But at the end of the show, when I finish tonight at 3:00, it's the weirdest thing. I get up and I walk out and I turn off the big light over here and then I walk out, and as soon as there's like a one step that you have to take up, like into the house.
Right.
As soon as I take that step, my shoulder just feels like somebody hit me. I don't know if you ever played football, but if you ever played football, anybody that's played football will know exactly what I'm talking about. When you take a shot, you take all of the person's fucking power on your shoulder pad.
Right.
That's what this shoulder feels like. It's just like boom. Oh, and it just fucking hurts. And I do this shake out thing, and I shake it out, and then I race to the bed and lay it down so that there's no pressure on it. And then 10 minutes later, it's all right.
Taylor Swift, shake it off while
That's
you
right.
do that.
That's right. I do my Taylor Swift. My shoulder Swifty.
Yeah, your shoulder Swifty. Shake it off.
Shake it off, baby.
It's so funny. Well, good on you. I'm looking forward to next Saturday.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah. Do you know what time this thing is supposed to start? Give people a heads up.
Let's look it back up. Lorraine, I think it's at 7:00. Palace Theater. It is schedule of events. Michael Franzese.
Does he have an opening act? Does he have a comedian?
I hope not.
Does he have a comedian opening?
Please no.
Does he have a local band playing?
Probably some guy that was a low-level mob guy. Yeah, I used to wash the tables at the club.
Right.
where Gotti met. Yeah, no, let's see. 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Yep, 7 p.m. Tickets are available now. LorrainePalace.showware.com. Ugh,
Showware.
what a name. LorrainePalace.showware.com. Guess they couldn't get Lorraine Palace.
Showware.
Showware. Yeah.
Or show R.
There's Show R.
A-R-E.
Yeah. Maybe that's somebody's name, Showware.
Showware.
Hello, this is Showware. Can I reset your password?
Right. Yeah. So that's where Chris and I'll be next week. And hopefully somebody, some of you who listen to us who are in the Cleveland, Lorain, Akron area that want to make a trip out.
Yeah.
Will come out.
That's right.
So it should be good time.
This is incorrect, Marty. I am left-handed. My pain is in my right hand. My jerk hand, it would take a lot more than stretching to cause me direct pain in my my left hand. The left hand gets a workout every day.
Right.
So you're incorrect.
Well, I'm glad to see you got some doctors out there making diagnoses on your.
Well, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God. All the doctors in the YouTube chat room. Thank God for them.
Yeah, letting you know what's the cause of your stress and
That's
your
right.
problems.
That's right. And believe me, there'll be 50 more comments on how I can fix it. Well, you need to get gummies. And you need to get to certain strength. And
Right.
you can order them from this place. And, believe when I first announced it on the show, I got 100 emails about that.
I'm sure you did.
You need to try this kind of cream. Rub this on your shoulder. You'll feel better in like 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Wow. So that fixed nerve damage, huh?
Yeah, so they say. But
Yeah, just put some tussin on it.
yeah, just mix in a little bit of Bengay. It works on everything else.
Right, of course.
There
Just
you
don't
go.
rub it in your eyes.
That's right. Dr. Vinny Boombots. Good point. It's my specialist.
Right. Too damn funny. Well, I don't aside from just the normal work week for me, I haven't really done anything too eventful. Just just muddling through. And man, it's just the weather has just been really shitty this week. Just cold.
We had a couple of bad days, but we had some nice. Like today, it was
Well,
gorgeous.
today was a nice day. Today was a real nice day, but for most of the week this week, it was probably hovering in the upper 50s, middle 60s, cold, windy, overcast. It just was kind of like thinking all that, man-made global warming is having.
That's right.
It's just, it's tearing the place apart.
Well, if they could reserve that for the weekends in Aliquippa so I can make money, that would be very much accepted.
Right. Well, speaking of, how is the Pinball PA Palace? How is the PA pinball situation over there?
We did really good. We did really good this week. The 2 weeks previous were like, oh my God. I always get this way. I don't know why I do. I should be used to it now, 8 years later. But we always have the ebbs and flows, and right when school lets out is always a fucking ebb. Always. And every year when the school lets out, I get panicked. But like last week, for the whole week, we did $1,000. That's not good.
No, that's not good at all.
That's not
Pays
good.
for the electric.
Yeah, it doesn't even pay, really. I mean,
Yeah.
electric bill is like $4,000. So, it's last week I was like completely panicky about it, but today we did like, I don't know, $2,000 or $3,000. So, and that's just today. So for the week, we're at what we need. We reached our nut, as they say in the business world.
Yeah, of course.
So we're good there. So it's fine. We're doing things, and we're still trying to get the bar thing put in, but that's like everything else. That's in bureaucracy hell right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, getting a liquor license is always going to be a challenge.
Yeah, and they have to come in and inspect the room, and I'm like, why? Why do you have to inspect the room? What difference does it fucking make what kind of goddamn floor tiles I have if we're serving beer?
Right.
What difference does it make? If I have a dirt floor, you go out to the county fair, it's just dirt. They can sell beer, but I can't unless I have a certain kind of tile on the floor.
You have the correct beer tile.
Yeah, it's dumb. You have to have the right tile. You have to have the right walls. You have to have the right security. You have to have the right separation between the non-drinking areas and the drinking. I mean, it's a whole thing.
Yeah,
it is a fucking whole thing. But we'll get through it. I don't sweat on any of that kind of shit. I just wait for it to happen.
Perfect. All right. Well, I say we take a break.
All right.
And get things rolling along here. But once again, there will be no show next Saturday.
Nope.
And if you want to make a trip out to the Lorraine Palace Theater to see a real live mobster, given a is that a Q&A thing or is it just a talk?
It's a talk, and then after there's like a buy on meet and greet.
Okay.
I don't know what that costs, but if you want to actually do a Q&A, you buy the higher price ticket or whatever.
Sure.
And I don't know how it works exactly, but all I know is you better have your fucking right pass or you're going to be dealing with me tackling you.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, pal. I'll throw you right out on your ear. Now
right.
Get out and stay out.
That's right.
You get the hell out of here.
You do not want to be tackled by a 400-pound monster. You don't.
Even with a bum shoulder.
Bum shoulder ain't going to take all that weight off of your fucking 200-pound back. I will break you in half.
Yeah, we don't want another George Floyd situation.
Yeah, and that'll just be me falling on him.
Right.
Just be crunch.
That's what your mob name will be, Crunch.
That's right, Crunch.
Yeah, get Crunch in here.
Here I am.
Get Crunch on the job.
What can I do for you, Mr. Franzese?
Right. Bring Crunch in here. Go out there and take care of that guy because we got a situation.
I'll always be loyal to you and the family, Mr. Franzese. Whatever you need.
Crunch, you're a soldier.
That's right.
You're a loyal soldier.
I will not be sleeping with the fishes.
Right.
I will not.
You will not be visiting the grave of Big Pussy.
No, I will not. I will not be rolled up in a rug and thrown into the water.
Right.
Nope.
That's a good one. All right. Well, I'll let you pick a tune and get us rolling here.
All right. Well, since we're talking about violence and fighting and all that stuff, let's go with a little bit of Crocus with the song Fight On from Hellraiser.
All right. Crocus, Fight On. All right. Good stuff. All right. Well, everybody grab a drink, strap in, hang with us. If you want to get a request in, I'll try to get to your request. I know sometimes I don't get to all of them, but I appreciate everybody who sends in a request every week. If you like to hear your tune, I try to get to all of them. And
that's right.
And I didn't get to all of them last week, and I apologize. And I've still got them saved. So if you made a request last week, I may actually get to it this week.
And real quick, before we go to this break, I just want to tell all the winners of the contest last week. I did email everybody. I think I got 8 of the 10 back. So if you have not emailed me back with your address as a winner, just look in your spam folder or whatever and find that email and hit return or whatever, reply or whatever, and send me the reply, and your prizes will go out this week. So
okay, perfect.
That's all.
Okay. All right. Well, here's Crocus with Fight On exclusively here
on your Classic Metal Show.